Okay, welcome to the Natural Healing Crash course. I am so excited to teach this class today. I have been compiling information for 15 plus years on natural healing and studied medicine for many, many years before that. And so I'm so excited to be able to share with you guys some of my favorite top tricks and tips and things that you can do to really get into natural healing and to help your body be healthy and strong. Because you guys, I've tried a lot of things and I know things that work and I know things that don't work. And I kind of have developed my own little things and just want to share things with you. But I want this to be interactive. If you guys have any questions, feel free to post them in the comments. I'll try to get to them. Um, and I have some questions that people have asked before. So um, I'm just going to go ahead and share my screen. So what I did is I created, excuse me, some notes that you guys can download if you want to have, oh, I'm sorry, access to these notes for yourself because I know it's a lot. I didn't give everything in these notes, but I wanted you guys to have enough information that you can write some things for yourselves. And I gave you links and things for other things that I like and people that I love to follow. So basically, as we go through this class, I want you to prepare emotionally and physically because it's going to be a lot of information. So feel free. I love to put my hands on my heart. I put my right hand down first and then my left hand on top, and I take a big deep breath. And just clear any stress and worries or any worry that you have that you won't retain this information or that you are asking questions for your higher good. Feel free to be open and receptive to what will help you the most. So as we go through this course, I'll just quickly as quickly as I can go over these main topics. But if you do have questions, like I said, feel free to ask them, put them in the comments, message me later. I'd be happy to go through some of this information for you. So we will go through toxins, the healing power of cleansing, when to detox, why I recommend dry brushing, changing your thoughts, and herbs for healing. So if you guys have any other thing that you want to talk about, if I have time, I will get to them. So the very most important thing that I think we need to talk about, because I have been seeing these conversations in other Facebook groups, and I get asked this question a lot, is that people are so worried about having just perfect things. They're worried about, can I only wear organic cotton? Can I only use the best supplements? And here's the thing, we are surrounded by so many toxins in the world around us that I can honestly say it's so hard to avoid toxins. And there's some great things we can do about it. We can energetically choose higher energy products and things like that. But I want to talk to you about mindset and other things with it. So, and I talk about the toxins, don't get too overwhelmed. We are so exposed by toxins, over 100,000 toxins a day just by being on the earth, whether that's the air you breathe or chemicals you walk into with better cleaning or anything that you put on your skin, anything like that. So it's in the food we eat, it's in everything. So some of the top toxins that affect us, they give us things like bad body odor, bad breath, foul smelling gas or stool, having built up toxins. These are built up toxins in your intestines, and they can cause you to be sick and smell. And I know so many people have digestive issues. I know it's something I have struggled with since I lived in Madagascar. And so it's something I've constantly been working with. But here's some of the things causing causing buildups. There's heavy metals like mercury fillings, inhaling gas fumes, food and drink. I know that one of the things I'll recommend in cleansing is to do chelation. And you can do that with like strawberries and beetroots and parsley and um, what's the one I hate? Cilantro. So anything like that will help get rid of heavy metals as you cleanse. persistent organic pollutants like the pesticides and insecticides and things that we're exposed to, opportunistics like bacteria, viruses, energetic toxicities like EMFs, microwave cell phones. We all know I wear my necklace for things like that. Emotional and psychological and spiritual toxicity are also huge in our society. I was just talking to some women about how they have felt pressure around some of the toxins of how women should be. And then, of course, there's always food toxicity, and these come, like I said, in the plastics that you use, perfumes that you wear, canned goods that you're eating, home cleaning supplies. I mean, they're everywhere. So when you think about toxins, like I said, don't get too worried right now because I will share more information on how to deal with all of these. But one thing that I recommend you at least try is what I call the garlic skin test to see how our body absorbs this garlic. If you take a fresh clove of garlic, cut it in half, and step on it on your bare foot, within a minute, you should be able to taste garlic in your mouth. And it is so powerful and so unique. And we often don't think like what are we putting on our skin is going directly into our bloodstream. And that gets circulated around our body and can cause us to be toxic in our whole body. So really think about what you're putting on your skin. That is one of the things that we can really control. We can't always control the gas fumes when we're filling up our car or the insecticide sprayed on our food, but we can control what we put on our skin most of the time. So really start thinking about um, how we can start switching out the products that we have in our home, whether that be your laundry detergent, because the clothes that you wear go directly onto your skin, or the sheets you sleep in, or the towels you dry yourself off with, or the hair products that you use, anything that's so close to our skin, we really want to focus on switching those out. And so I did put a blog post on this garlic skin test if you guys want to know more. And then when it comes to cleansing, so many people ask me what the difference between cleansing and detoxing is, and sometimes they're kind of interchangeable. But cleansing to me is a little bit more mild. It's not going to be quite as harsh, and it's going to help get rid of those toxins, but not as at the deeper level that detoxing will. So when you think about cleansing, let's think about cleansing our skin, the products we use to wash our face, cleansing our homes, the products we use to clean, and cleansing our thoughts, because our thoughts can be one of the most powerful ways that we are toxic. And so like I said, I won't go into too many of these things, but when I burned my face with squash exploding all over it about 16 years ago, I really got into what can not only help wash my skin, but help heal my skin, elevate my experience to really get into the energy of believing that those scars would heal. And that was the main thing that got me into natural healing. And as I have been using oils to cleanse my skin, it has been life changing, not only just for my skin and healing all of my scars, but energetically to put those oils on my skin to smell um, their their scent just really elevates my energy and really has helped me I don't know, heal in a very different way because I studied oils and how oils have been used for centuries for healing and anointings and cleansing, and how people use them to cleanse their skin. And when I got into oil-based cleansing back then to heal my face, I didn't realize how powerful it would be. So, so many of you know about my skincare products. I'm not going to go deep into that, but another way that I cleanse is through a 3-day juice cleanse. And a 3-day juice cleanse can be really powerful to not only clean out your bowels, but to clean out your lymphatic system. Our lymphatic system is the garbage system of our body. And if you can clean that out, I like to do it at least every season is really good to clean out your lymphatic system. It will really make a difference on how much energy that you have, the toxins that you hold into your skin, and how your hair grows, and all of those things are connected to your kidneys. I know if you look at your hair and you feel like your hair is getting gray, or if it's dull or dry, it can be associated with your lymphatic system. If you're noticing that you're getting a lot of wrinkles or dark circles under your eyes, those are associated with your lymphatic system. So cleaning out your lymphatic system is huge. I do this with 3-day juice cleanse and dry brushing, and I'll go into more of dry brushing and why that's important. But just for you guys being on the call today and watching this, I wanted to offer to give you guys my 3-day juice cleanse for free. So I'll give you all the details on how to get that after this, but that has been such a life-changing thing for me. And so many people say it's not as hard as I thought. But here's my one little caution is that you will want to make sure you're closer to a bathroom, at least for the first day, because you will be flushing your bowels and your kidneys. And it is so huge. It is one of the best things that I have done for my digestive system. Every time I start to have digestive issues or like I feel symptoms from when I was diagnosed with Hashimoto's, like my energy gets lower, I get cold, things like that. I'll do a 3-day juice cleanse and it will really shift my energy back into healing. So, some of the symptoms that we can feel if we know we need a cleanse are just constant diarrhea or constipation, excess mucus, especially right now in the winter. So many people keep saying they have a cough that's lingering or they're always having to blow their nose. Those are symptoms that your body probably is ready to clean out some toxins. If you have body odor, if you have dry skin, if you have acne, just you're tired, eczema, depression, brain fog, any of those things can be a sign and symptom that you're probably overloaded on toxins and you probably need a little bit of a cleanse or going deeper into a detox if it is more of a chronic problem. So, and one of the other things that I do recommend is a detox mask. I love to put my mask on my face and really deeply cleanse my skin, but putting my mask on your feet, or if you have like eczema or something, pull out these toxins with a mask can be really helpful. You can even put it in your bath and do like a detox bath or something like that. And I go into details on how to use these things and what's in them, and other things because this is a crash course. I'm not going to go into great amount of details, but those things are so helpful to have on hand. I have used my mask so many times for people with um, boils or cysts or staph infections, anything like that. They're so good at pulling out infections. So um, I did post here that I have the 3-day juice cleanse for you guys for free just because I love you. So I'm going to send that to you. What it is it's all the information you need to know on how to do a 3-day juice cleanse. And it has guided videos day by day with shopping lists on what you'll need. So that's going to be really awesome. You'll love that. And I really hope it helps you heal. The next thing to go into is when to detox. So cleansing, like I mentioned, is so important seasonally at least, but detoxing is so important if you have chronic health conditions, if you have like liver issues that tend to be more chronic, if you have acne that just won't go away, if you have autoimmune conditions like I did. I healed my autoimmune condition by detoxing, and I really recommend it at least once a year for everyone, just because we are so exposed to toxins on a daily basis. It's going to be so helpful for you to be detoxing when, like I love to do it in the fall before winter season comes in. And I rarely ever get colds or flus or anything. And if I do, I usually function through them. I haven't been sick in bed for years, unless I get a stomach bug, because those tend to get me down. But most of the time, even with the stomach bug, I'm up and going. I have just that was night and day difference from how I used to be. I used to get colds and flus all season long. I used to constantly have stuffy noses and was told I need surgeries and tonsils removed and all the things. But it's been so nice to heal those. So um, that's when you need to detox. So I have 4 pillars that I recommend if you're detoxing. And this is something I wish I could share with the world more because I'll hear people say, like, you need a liver cleanse. And I want to say, well, first you need to cleanse your bowels. So when you think about these 4 chimneys of detoxification, you want to do them in the correct order because if you have a chimney and you clog it, then other chimneys could get more clogged and you have compounding issues with toxins. So we want to be able to remove toxins easily and naturally in the correct order. And so this is the order that I use. I always recommend cleaning out the bowels first, whether it is a cold that you have or an eye infection, even a staph infection. Clean out your bowels first as my very first go-to for all healing things. When people text me, which they do every day, asking for tips and things of how to heal, I always say, do a bowel cleanse, do the 3-day juice cleanse. Take some psyllium seeds, Drink some prune juice. Dr. Christopher's lower bowel is a great one that I love for kids and adults because his lower bowel formula is in the kitty reg, and I love that. And I also recommend doing this emotionally, so cleansing physically and cleansing emotionally. The bowels are associated with letting go and control or needing to control something or feeling out of control. Um, and then the kidneys are the next thing you can cleanse. You can cleanse the bowels and kidneys together, kind of like you do in the juice cleanse. And that's emotionally associated with forgiveness and allowing, and not forgiveness as saying I'm sorry, but forgiving, and I don't have to hold this energy anymore. I don't have to allow it to weigh me down and make me suffer, and just releasing that, not releasing the problem, if that makes sense. And then cleansing your liver, gallbladder, which is associated with anger and resentment and bitterness. Any of those things can be really hard to release, especially if you have trauma. And so, working through letting go and forgiveness before then is so powerful. And when you get to the liver, gallbladder, a lot of people say, "Oh my goodness, I'm feeling angry." And you can do a 3-day juice cleanse, and you'll feel that. I've had so many people say, "My kids don't want me to do a 3-day juice cleanse because I get emotional." And we're releasing emotions at the same time that we're releasing physical toxins. So be really aware of that if you want to detox, if you want to cleanse, that it can be an emotional experience too. So pay attention to that and let that be a really healing experience for you. And then the last thing you want to cleanse is your blood, that life force energy and vitality that we have within us. Lots of times, if we have acne or skin issues like eczema, it's to the level of your liver and blood. And so you want to be able to heal acne, but you need to cleanse out your blood and your liver to do that. So you'll need to go through all 4 of the phases. I do recommend doing it with diet, and that I can show you is in my how to release weight for the last time. This is not just a weight control book, but an emotional weight. All that information on how to detox is right in here in my book. And for watching, I'm giving you guys a really special deal on all of these things. So if you're interested, watch for that. But I have some of Dr. Christopher's formulas that you can take too if you don't want to just change your diet and kind of struggle for a couple of weeks. I do recommend using the supplements, and I only have a couple of those left. I don't know if I'll be selling the supplements anymore. So if you guys are interested, it comes with 12 weeks of 12 capsules of supplements for 6 weeks that will cleanse out your system on that order of the chimneys of detoxification, the kidneys, bowels. This is his bloodstream formula. And the liver, gallbladder, it has lower bowel and kidney formulas. So that's a really great option. Don't feel like you need it, but a lot of people want to cleanse without having to change their diet, but at least changing emotionally can be really, really helpful. So if you guys have questions on that, let me know. You can find out more about my detox with that QR code, or reading some of my blogs or anything like that. And one of the other things that I recommend every single day is creating what Jerry Pollock called the easy water, or the 4th phase of water. If you haven't heard about the 4th phase of water, basically it is just structured water. So we know that our bodies are full of structured water. And I could give you an analogy like with an apple. If you cut an apple, you know that it has juice in it, or water, right? But when you cut the apple, it just doesn't leak. It's structured water. It's kind of a plasma type water. And you can create this 4th phase of water on your own. There's a lot of machines that do it, and they're pretty expensive, but you can do this just by making lemon water at night and allowing it to structure itself. And I'll go into water a little bit more with thoughts and energy. There's so many powerful things about water, but when it comes to detoxing, something that I recommend 6 days a week, if you can do it, because I always recommend resting on the 7th day and not pushing your body too much. You can rest on the 7th week, the 7th year. There's so much energy and numbers and cycles and everything, and I won't go into all of that either today. But drinking this lemon water is so powerful. So all I do is I get a quart jar, I get like a mason jar, and fill it up with filtered water. I have a Berkey filter that I use. And I take a lemon and 2 limes, or 2 lemons, and I squeeze them directly into that water with a pinch of natural sea salt. I like Redmond's sea salt. You can use like a Himalayan salt, just a little pinch of that. That will allow that water to structure overnight. That water doesn't actually feel like it has changed structure when you drink it in the morning, but it will be a little bit warmer. You can put some ice in that if you want, but it's best to drink it warm. It will be room temperature actually. And that is so very powerful for cleansing your liver, cleansing out your bowels, and it's already structured. So your body doesn't have to do anything to restructure that water into water that it can hold. And so it's highly energizing, it's highly cleansing, and it really leaves you so you're not thirsty throughout the rest of the day. And I really love it. Like my body craves it. If I don't have it, I really notice a difference in my energy level. So I do have the recipe for that and my blog post too that I'm linking. So you can get that information there. And then dry brushing, let me grab my kit. So I lost it. Dry brushing, like I mentioned, is so powerful because the lymphatic system, like I mentioned earlier, is um, your garbage center of your body. And if you have toxic lymph, which most of us do because we're not as physically active as we used to be, and we have a lot of chemicals and things that clog up our lymphatic system, then we need to, help the body along and move that energy. I know like breast cancer can be associated with the lymphatic system, other cancers, skin issues, low energy, low circulation, anything that your heart has to work harder for, you want to really help it by moving your lymphatic system. So basically, your circulatory system has a heart to pump it, and you have valves in your veins that can stop the flow of blood from going back down, like in your legs. It has to pump back up to your heart. So you have these little valves that help stop it. Well, your lymphatic system not only doesn't have a heart, but it doesn't have those valves and completely relies on movement to work through your body, to absorb these toxins and to get rid of them. And especially if you're not as active, it can be so helpful to be doing some dry brushing. So I wake up every morning, 6 days a week, and I dry brush my face. So really, I have videos on how to do this, but you're really going to be moving that toxic lymph fluid out of your face. This is really so helpful for boosting your immune system and helping you so you don't get colds and flus and sinus congestion. But it is also really helpful for saggy skin and strengthening wrinkles. It really does help give you a healthy glow. It cleans out the pores. It helps, so that helps to shrink them and helps with acne. It's so great for your body too, with like cellulite or varicose veins or things like that. So I do highly recommend dry brushing. And like I said, I won't go into all the details of how to dry brush, but that chart is all you can see here. Things that I recommend. If you want to buy this a big laminated chart for your body, you can purchase that, or it comes free in my skincare kit. I have this on sale for you guys because I really want you guys to have that. So this is my body dry brush. Sorry, I didn't unwrap it, but doing it systematically on your body at least twice a week can be so helpful for especially dry skin right now in the winter, but to really give you energy and just help your body get rid of those toxins. It really is the best thing that I recommend for your immune system. If people call me and say, I feel a little tickle in my throat, I know I'm going to be getting sick, I always say, either jump on a mini trampoline to move that lymphatic system or dry brush, because you want to move those toxins out as quickly as possible. Opening up your bowels, cleaning out your lymphatic system, and then taking a hot shower and really opening up your airways are the best things you can do if you're getting sick. It doesn't even matter what kind of sickness, but with colds and flus and all the things going around, that knocks it out for most people without even the supplements or herbs. And I'll try to get into those in a minute. But dry brushing is so powerful. So what my kit includes, just so you know, if you're interested, it has a facial dry brush, it has the body dry brush, it has an all natural soap and a thistle soap bag to wash your face. And then I also recommend a healing body oil to come back in and heal your skin. Um, and it has that free dry brushing chart for your face and your body. So that is just really one of the best things that you can do, especially if you don't have a lot of money to invest into all the natural healing products. If you can get a good dry brushing kit and know how to do it, it will really save you so much time and money and all the things for healing. I do it on my kids' feet, like when they're sick. I don't always brush their whole body, but they really look forward to me doing that. I'll brush their feet and I'll put the mask on after they've taken the hot shower, and then we'll put the cold socks on. And it is such a great way to heal my family. And, I told you I very rarely get sick. My kids are the same way. My son got a stomach bug the other day, and it's just so fun to watch how quickly they recover and how they want to use herbs and all the things. So if you can pick up on these daily habits or these little things, it makes such a difference. My husband has amazing health insurance, and I never have to use it. Uh, Thank you, Zaina, because um, because we never go to the doctor. And it's funny, our dog got sick last week, and he had a bit of a fever, and I didn't know what to give him because dogs are a little bit different. But my husband, after I gave him the vet bill, was like, "Oh my gosh, he costs more than we've spent in 10 years on our kids for health." And that's even with me having babies. So I think the bill was around $600 for him to get some antibiotics. And it just makes me so happy that I haven't had to spend all the money. So investing in these few little things can be so helpful. Using that 3-day juice cleanse, dry brushing, these are very simple things that you can do, making sure the products that you put on your face and skin are clean. This is how I didn't show you guys this, my um, skincare kind of looks. It's just these pure oils that are so rich and powerful and healing. And honestly, I haven't had anyone say that they didn't notice a difference within a couple of days. And so that is just a powerful way to really like connect with yourself and your emotions and give yourself a lot of self-love. So like I mentioned, these are the things that dry brushing will do. And so then when it comes to thoughts, this is one of my very favorite things to talk about when it comes to natural healing, because I mentioned we have so many toxins that we're exposed to. If we can get into changing our thoughts, it will be the best thing that you can do for healing. I know, like if I get sick or if my kids get sick, I try not to go into, oh my goodness, I know I'm gonna get sick for like a week and it's gonna cause my sinuses to get bad and I'm gonna spread it to my kids. I don't ever give conversations like that energy in my home. If my kids are sick, I don't ever say, go avoid your siblings or anything like that. I just don't want them to feel the energy of worry. And I just say, you guys know what to do. You'll be fine. And it's so funny, and not in a unloving way, but in a really I'm here to support you way, and they will take the herbs and do the things, and they all know that they'll be okay. And it has worked so well for our family to just send lots of love, use these techniques, and really work on mind control. I always tell them, your body has the ability to heal. The herbs will help. If you have any needs, let's meditate and let's tap and pray about some of those things. So when it comes to thoughts, this is uh, something I use for iridology. I'm an iridologist and look into people's eyes and read eyes. And, if you want to go do this in the mirror, if you go look really closely into your eye, you have a circle right around your pupil, the black part of your eye. If that circle is darker or white or has a lot of different color from the rest of your eye, you probably could use a cleanse or work on some of these emotions. And the very outer ring of your eye is your skin, and so we go from this outside in, this top down kind of ladder. And I'll show you David Hawkins' scale of consciousness ladder that he came up with, are emotions that we have and different energies that everyone has. So I put all these emotions on this chart, and you'll get this in the notes if you guys want it. But everything, like I mentioned earlier, is associated with an emotion. So if you feel like you have adrenal issues, that's probably associated with fear. Lymphatic system is associated with apathy. Testes, ovaries, reproductive glands are like don't talk to me. I don't want to deal with it. So when you look at this picture, it's just basically some words that go around it. I don't know. I'm not aware. I don't understand. I don't feel anything. That's complete. Like I'm separated from this. And so when you think about the consciousness, enthusiasm at the highest energy, these are words like I am, I see, I will, I feel. So when you say I am healthy, I'm strong, that is such a high, powerful energy. These are the energy of people like Confucius or Jesus Christ or anyone like that, Gandhi. They tend to stay up in those higher energies of I am strong, I am capable, and then all the energy changes. So this is a really great chart to look through. There are also some emotional books that I like. Feelings Buried Alive, Never Die has some great things. Louise Hay has some great information. And I might have to link the other book that I have that has questions, the Healing Questions Guide book, I think, that I can't remember who wrote it, is a great place to look if you want to see the emotions around thought and consciousness. But here's what I do every time that I shower to really check in. And this, honestly, you guys, has been one of the best things I have done for my healing. So I brought this just to kind of show you. I came up with this when my son was sick with a cold. I wanted to open up his airways and have him breathe eucalyptus. So I created a shower diffuser and I got some essential oils and I would just drop it on so he could breathe in the shower. And at that time, I was going through a depression. I had just had my fourth baby. And my parents had just divorced, and lots of hard things happened. We had just moved, and my husband just got a new job. Like it was a lot. And I found myself going into the shower and putting the essential oils on the diffuser and then just crying. I was just letting out so many big emotions. And one day I just thought, I don't want to cry anymore. I want to heal. I want to change my emotions. So I came up with my shower routine, which is one of the most healing things I really have done. So I learned that when you put essential oils on the diffuser, you breathe those oils in. Essential oils have the ability to raise your energy vibrations higher than any other natural man-made product. So you breathe in these essential oils, you check in with your body. So you're doing deeper breathing, you're in a higher energy, and you just say, how am I feeling? How am I doing? And I had this shower routine printable with all the instructions for you. I also came up with these affirmation cards. These are waterproof cards that you just literally get wet and stick on your shower wall um, that say positive words that I needed to help me through because I noticed that I wasn't always holding the energy of I'm feeling safe, I'm feeling loved, I'm okay. And I have um, this is also one of these that you guys can get and put on your shower wall. I'll give you one of those free with any orders because I want you guys to have it. But going through, I'm safe, I'm loved, I'm okay, I forgive myself. Um, the other day I was feeling some mom guilt around homeschooling my kids, and I went through this with homeschooling. I'm safe to take the time I need to be there for my children. I'm safe to not know everything that I need to teach them. I am loved even though they scream at me and don't want to hear what I have to say. I'm okay. I'm okay to be stressed or worried or feel all of these things, and I forgive myself for not feeling like I'm enough when it comes to homeschooling my kids. And I do this with every little thing that comes up that I'm feeling in the shower, and it has been the most amazing healing thing that I have done. And when we get into the energy and power of water, if you study Masaru Emoto's work on the healing power of water, like the water crystals that he would take pictures of, um, if you have the words I love you or I hate you, like it has very different energy. And water itself carries so much energy. It carries memory. It has the ability to communicate with us. And if you go into Beta Austin's work, you'll learn more about that. And I put her name down here because she is really a powerful person that has taught me a lot about water. So when I step into that water, I call it my healing sanctuary, that I turn on that water. I feel the energy of the power it has to cleanse me. I put those essential oils on. I read my affirmations. I deeply breathe those essential oils. And if it's feeling like more than I can handle, I'll do some EFT tapping. And this is all while I'm washing my hair. So it's not taking a lot of extra time. It's just focusing my thoughts on how am I feeling? What is okay? What isn't okay? And what do I need to to work through. And if it's feeling really heavy, I'll do a little EFT tapping. And just a quick little side note, I do have a chart available. I'll try to put it in the notes um, for EFT. But basically, instead of just saying, oh, I should just be okay with it, I should just affirm it away, because sometimes affirmations feel like that for me. I'll do the tapping that says, I'm really not feeling okay. I'm really stressed. I'm really frustrated. And this really hurts. And so I'll tap on the side of my hand. I'll say this 3 times. Even though I'm feeling stressed, I can completely love and accept myself. I'll say something like that. And then I'll go through the tapping points. So you have your inner eyebrow. I like to use 2 fingers, your outer eyebrow, under your eye, under your nose, in this crease on your chin, on your collarbone, just underneath your collarbone, and in your armpit, kind of where your bra lies, and on top of your head. So those are the tapping points. And if you can go through the tapping points and say the things that are stressing you out, it has the ability to realign neural pathways to take those thoughts, and what they're normally linked to is I'm feeling stressed, which means I'm not enough. Link it to I'm feeling stressed. Oh, I can be okay. I can handle big emotions. Changing neural pathways is one of the best things you can do for yourself. So doing some EFT tapping in the shower when I'm really struggling has been so, so helpful and so powerful. So that is my shower sanctuary kit. But it really is just a powerful routine. If you guys can get in these simple routines where you're the one checking in with yourself every single day, you won't need therapy. I have done therapy. I've done a lot of therapy. And this has been the number one thing to help me, because I'm like, talking through it doesn't help, but saying those words, giving myself some validation where I don't feel it, especially when it comes to like family or children. I'm especially as a mom, I don't feel like I'm always validated, but I'm like, I can validate myself. I can help myself through big, difficult things. So this is my number one thing that I recommend you, especially as women, do every single day for yourself. If you can, like I said, that is a free download in my on my website, and I'll have a link for you guys. It's here in the notes. So my affirmation cards. So here's the link on how to do that. Another book that I loved was Conscious Language by Robert Tennyson Stevens. If you want to think about the power of your words and how much they affect your energy. I read some of these things to my husband as we traveled to Puerto Rico last month. And now it's so funny that he'll watch TV or be in conversations with other people, and he'll kind of wink at me and be like, "Oh, they're creating a negative energy," even though they want different outcomes, because he has learned and understood more the power of our language. So those are some of my different people that I have followed. Gerald Pollack is the one that is so fascinating with the 4th phase of water. And if you want to, just a quick little thing about Veda Austin, she's taken images in water, and it's so cool how water holds this energy. But when I talk about the 4th phase of water, making this lemon water, I really have held water as like sacred for many, many years. And I think it is the number one healing thing that we can do for our body. And so I didn't always have places where I lived where I could get clean, pure water. And so it just meant a lot to me. Places like Madagascar and Africa, where I couldn't even shower in the water. And I've just learned the power of pure water. And I put stickers on my water bottle now that have high energy vibration words that can really help um, make me feel good. But I know that the water recognizes the energy of those words, just like the studies with Masaru Emoto. And Veda Austin will take images of that, like she's had faces in water, and like her hand, and dreams. She's dreamed dreams and captured that image that she dreamed in water. And it's just fascinating. And it's hard to explain it to you guys right now. But what I've really learned is with the conscious language and with energy is that like I mentioned, with all those toxins, what do you do about it? You can't constantly be cleansing. You can't constantly be eating salads and whole fruits and vegetables, even though their energy is so much more powerful. They also have pesticides on them, and they were, exposed to being shipped and frozen and all the things. And we just can't live in a perfect world. And the thing that I have really learned is to shift the energy instead of always shifting the products. So when I drink water, I just really want to thank it for giving me life and energy and healing. And um, if I can't get my filtered water, I really just say thank you. And I ask it to become structured in a way that my body can use it freely and wholly. When I take herbs and supplements, I hold them in my hand. This is a bloodstream formula. If I'm taking these herbs for my blood, I hold it and I say, thank you for cleansing my blood. Thank you for giving me your life and energy. And like when I put the essential oils on in my shower diffuser, I do that same thing. I really put power and intention into it. And many religions across the world will pray and bless their food. And I think that is really, really powerful. But one of the things that I learned with the work of Masaru Emoto is that he did the rice experiment. On 1 cup, he wrote, he had the, if you don't know about this, most people know about this experiment, so I'm not going into detail, but he took 3 exact same cups of rice, and on one he wrote love, on one he wrote hate, and one he didn't write anything at all. And the rice thing that had love on it actually lasted longer um, than was expected. The one that had hate on it got, brown and moldy, but the one that didn't have any words at all was the worst off. And when you think about this, how many times do we not think about the food that we're eating or the actions that we're doing? I know I love to do yoga every single day. I love to set an intention for my yoga practice before I start. If I'm feeling stressed, or if I'm feeling tension, or if I want to gain muscle, if I want to release weight, then I really put that intention into my practice because my body is mostly water and it responds to the intentions that I'm putting into it. So, really doing things intentionally will make the biggest difference. If you're going to eat pizza for Friday night with your family, fully enjoy that pizza and really eat it with love and pleasure. I really believe food should be pleasurable. We should do it with joy. If you are cleansing, of course, put the energy into the cleansing foods. If you're detoxing, really focus on I give this to my body as medicine. Food is your medicine. If you're not cleansing, if you're feeling healthy, or if you're not feeling healthy and don't really want to do a detox, same thing. Like if you're going to drink a Diet Coke, drink it with love and energy instead of guilt and shame because you're drinking guilt and shame. And guilt and shame is actually a higher energy than not even paying attention at all and just doing it because you just don't want to deal with life and energy and you just need to veg out, right? So there's my little soapbox stool on energy and healing. And so when it comes to healing your family, those are some of the best things that I recommend. And I want to spend the last little bit on herbs for healing because I love herbs mostly because they really are medicine. Any of your food, any of the water that you drink can be medicine and it can be healing and it should be. But really understanding the energy of why makes such a difference when we get into it. So these are my top 8 herbs that I have for healing for the basic person. I just had a friend of mine take her family, she has 6 kids, on a cruise to the Caribbean. And she was on her first day on the boat and she messaged me and she goes, "Oh, Shell, my oldest daughter feels like she's getting some type of strep infection, and her son had some skin infection on his arm that he didn't know what it was." And she's like, "What can I do?" And I said, "Did you bring your herbal first aid kit?" And she said, "I did." And it was so helpful to be able to give her the herbs she needed when she needed it. And this comes up all the time. So many people message me and I'm like, "What herbs do you have?" Here's the thing, like if you don't have anything, we can raid your kitchen cupboard a little bit, but it helps to have the basic herbs. And I created this little herbal first aid kit with all these herbs. It's so tiny, it fits in your purse because it is helpful to have these around. If you guys don't have these herbs, I recommend you getting them in some form. You can get a lot of other herbs that I love, like olive leaf powder is so great for viruses and things like that. But it doesn't come up very often that people have a viral infection. But these herbs help the things that come up the most. So basically, I put them all in a little container that are quick and easy to use. This is black charcoal powder, and I have a label on them that explains how to use them, and I also have a little cheat card that tells you how to use the herbs. because I think herbs are so powerful energetically and physically. Because if we don't know how to help our family heal, then we need to go to the doctor, right? And even if you do need to go to the doctor, it can be so helpful to have something in the meantime while you're getting your family there. So I want to just quickly in our last few minutes go through some of my favorite herbs and why I love them. But I wanted to show you, I did create a blog a little while ago on this so that you guys can have access to that information. So I'm linking it here. So this is my, just so it's larger, this is my cheat sheet. I do have like super glue and band-aids and things in my first aid kit because those are the things that you really need. But I made these little sheet cards that kind of help you through it. So I have some of them in powder form and some of them in essential oil form in a roller bottle that is really quick and easy to use because I wanted your family to be able to use them quickly. So this is a, can you guys see that? A little roller bottle. So I'll go through kind of why I chose what I chose and how to use it. Even if you don't have, these herbs on hand, like I said, try to get them because it is so helpful. I'm putting my herbal first aid kit on the still for you guys. It will be about I think 45% off, which is somewhere around $50, which is so great because you cannot even buy all of this information, herbs and stuff for that price. So, okay, I use chamomile in my herbal first aid kit, especially if you have kids around to calm the nervous system. So if you have any stress or anxiety, or if like your child gets hurt, it causes stress and anxiety. And when I travel, my kids tend to stay up too late and don't want to go sleep. So the chamomile really helps calm and relax them. But I also love it. I have a son who's allergic to bees, and I think he attracts bees that want to sting him. We got to work on that energy. But he'll swell up. I give him chamomile to really help calm his immune system. If you have allergies, anything like that, chamomile is so great to have. It's so soothing on things like burns or eczema, anything like that. It is a really great herb to bathe in. So if you have any skin issues or kind of stress and trauma, you can drink the herbal tea and bathe in it. And one of the questions I get asked a lot is, okay, I have the herbs in my kit. I know that they're there. There's a little cheat sheet, but I'm not sure how to use them. And I'm going to go into a deeper class, I think in April or May, that will really go into herbal medicine and healing. And like I said, this is like the quick class, the crash course on all of this. I'm not going to go into all the ways to use and apply these herbs, but I hope that you'll start getting them and using them because it is so healing for your family. I've had more thank you messages around my herbal first aid kit than I think, well, my skincare is next. I get a lot of thank yous for that, but it is so powerful to have. So if you want the cheat sheet on some of the things that I do with it, you just go to this blog post and this link will also be in my notes. Lavender, so many of us know about lavender because it is such a calming, strong herb. I know some people are even allergic to it because it's so strong. So use lavender with a little bit of caution, but I love lavender for stress and anxiety. I like to combine a lot of these herbs. So if my child isn't sleeping well, I'll rub lavender on their feet and give them the chamomile to drink and just really help them to relax and heal. I use it for burns a lot. I love my burn formula is comfrey powder, which is in here, wheat germ oil and raw honey. And that can be really powerful for deep burns, but just a little burn like you get on your hand or finger is sunburn, have something else. Lavender is really good. Chamomile is also great for sunburns too. So using things like that can be helpful, but it's good for like hair care. So basic everyday stuff. It's good for babies and rubbing it on their feet for digestive issues or colic or needing to calm them down. And one of my favorite herbs, so the chamomile I have in my kit is a powder form. The lavender is in an essential oil roller bottle. The cayenne pepper is powder, and cayenne pepper is one of my very favorite herbs. If you've ever listened to any of my classes, you probably know this. I teach all over it, and people will come up to me and they're like, "Oh, you're the girl who taught me about cayenne." And I've used it so much. It has been so healing, and I'm so glad. But cayenne pepper has the ability to strengthen and circulate blood. And blood, as we know, is life. If without blood, we die, right? And without blood, we don't have nutrients and we don't breathe. And it is just our life force energy. And so when you deal with cayenne pepper, you're dealing with helping heal this life force energy. So if you have digestive issues, cayenne pepper will help. If you have stomach ulcers, cayenne pepper will help heal them. If you have heart conditions, cayenne pepper will help. If you have thyroid issues where your metabolism is low, cayenne pepper will help. But the greatest reason I put it in my herbal first aid kit is because it will stop bleeding. So I have so many stories of either bloody noses or cuts and things where people were bleeding, and I used the cayenne pepper. One of my favorite stories is when my little girl cut her eye in Cabo, and it was just squirting blood all over, and I went and put cayenne pepper right on her eyebrow was where it was cut. And so many people say, "Won't that get into her eye?" And the answer is, yeah, it did. And she didn't really love it, but she was already in pain, and cayenne pepper isn't going to hurt your eye. I've even sniffed it. That's a whole other story for another day when I had a sinus infection that was bad one time. But it really does help clear and bring energy, even though it is hot and is a little bit uncomfortable. I recommend most people drink cayenne pepper every single day. So start with a quarter of a teaspoon in a little cup of water. I recommend a little cup of water because if you're not used to it, that little cup of water will feel really hot. Um, but drink it, allow it to be into your throat and to really start healing your throat tissues and going right into your blood. And it will not only help with like weight loss and increased energy, but improve circulation. It will help with your skin and how it glows. Um, and it's just so good for so many different conditions. I just always recommend having it around. And then the one thing that I do love too, I have my husband's parents are getting older, and I tell them all the time, make sure the cayenne pepper is around because his mom has had some heart attacks, and I say, give her the cayenne pepper. It will stop a heart attack. And so it's just a really great thing to do and have. And like I said, start out slowly because when you drink cayenne pepper, it can burn when you drink it, but it can also burn coming out. So start slow. You don't want to be uncomfortable and gradually increase that dose up until you're drinking 1 teaspoon 3 times a day, 6 days a week, and then rest on the sixth week and do that in the cycles like I mentioned before. Um, so peppermint is another essential oil roller bottle that I have. So many of us know peppermint for digestive issues, colic. Sorry. Uh, funny, I just jumped. um, that means I'm really into this, you guys. Peppermint is really great for gas and colic. Little babies, I will put their little pacifiers with cayenne pepper. I mean, yes, you can do cayenne pepper, but they won't like you. Peppermint essential oil on them, and it can be soothing for teething. It can be soothing for belly issues, for helping them sleep and rest. And I love to do tummy massages and things like that. If your kids have a cold or cough, drinking peppermint tea is also really soothing, and most of them crave it. They love it. You can chew on peppermint for bad breath, anything like that. And I love it for even like allergies. So when I combine different fluids around, I recommend, uh, sorry, I just recommend that you can combine the different herbs. So you can use peppermint with the eucalyptus or ginger or anything like that. So just know that they're all able to combine. One of my very favorite healing herbs is comfrey. Many of you have probably heard about it. It's called the bone knitting herb because it will help heal tissue. So if you have sore knees or broken bones or wounds that need healing, I always recommend comfrey. I like to mix the comfrey with some oil. I like olive oil or coconut oil and put it on, kind of make a poultice or a salve and put it on the wound and help it heal. It's also great, like I mentioned, for burns, for sore muscles. anything that you just need healing, comfrey is really good for. Just because some of the studies that have been done around comfrey, if you are worried about using it, just put it externally and on the wounds and sores, and it will absorb into your skin and be fine. Ginger is a really hot herb that strengthens some of the other herbs, so I like to combine them, ginger and cayenne pepper, or ginger and eucalyptus, or peppermint. They all can be stronger. Ginger is a piggybacking herb, so it will just really help make the herbs around it stronger. So, of course, most people know ginger for nausea and vomiting, but it's also great for menstrual cramps and pains like that, type 2 diabetes. It's great for any type of pain, whether that be healing pain or just chronic pain that you're struggling with, gas, food poisoning, anything like that. Ginger is really great for. And then charcoal powder is definitely a win if you have kids around, or if you have stomach distress or get infections like staph infection or anything like that. Charcoal um, will absorb anything into it. So if you have eaten something that's bad, you can drink charcoal powder. It will absorb it and help flush it out. Or if you have a skin infection, you can put charcoal powder. It will help draw it out. Or even if you just get a wound, like you're out hiking in the forest and let's say you stepped on a nail and you're worried about toxins coming in, you can put the charcoal on. It will help pull it out. I love to brush my teeth with charcoal powder a couple times a week because it can help whiten your teeth. It's great for purifying air and water, filtering your kidneys, so it really naturally helps detoxify. I love to give me and my kids charcoal powder if I go swimming because you're absorbing that water that has chemicals in it and can help really get rid of any of those chemicals. So you can even put it on an acne spot and will pull out some of the infection. So it's just a really great thing to have. Just as a side note, charcoal powder can be messy to work with. So just be careful when you're using it because it kind of poops. But I've even used charcoal powder from a fire and up camping and used it for stomach issues. And so it's just a really great thing to use. Just make sure you have a really good source. I love activated charcoal. Just from specific sources so I know where it's coming from. And then the last one, eucalyptus. So good for anything breathing, to bring life and energy, asthma and bronchitis. It's good for gingivitis, bladder infections. It's a great household cleaner. And I didn't talk too much about household cleaners when I was up in cleaners, but you can take any of these essential oils and put them with vinegar um, and use them as cleaners. And I do have, all the instruction kits and things like that available. So that is in my blog. So if you have any questions about any of those, let me know. And then you guys can scan this QR code. I did put the link in the chat if you guys want to click on that to get the free day juice cleanse. What that's going to do is it's going to give you an email that will give you the link to purchase this free day juice cleanse. I'll give you the code that you could just get it for free. You won't have to pay tax or anything. Just get the free day juice cleanse. And if you want to download the notes, you'll have access to that too. So I hope this was helpful. If you guys do have any questions, just let me know. I'm just getting to your comments. I'm sorry. Let's see, I have some samples of the oils I got from your pinners and love them. Oh, thank you. I'm so glad you're loving them. Aubrey said this info is so good, like amazing. I'm learning so much. I'm so glad. I hope this was helpful. I really don't know how to, go into too many details in just an hour. And so I'm really glad this was helpful. I really hope as you go over the notes that you'll find more information and can go really deeper into some of the stuff because I wanted to give you my very favorite top tips. And if you noticed, I didn't say, here's all the supplements that you can take. Here's all the yoga practices and the deep breathing and all the things. I taught you how to combine it all into one that you can shift your energy and change into a healing modality. Really, the basic foundational principles are change your mind, change your thoughts, change your life. Really get into cleansing out your bowels, and then once you cleanse out your bowels, do hot showers, really raise your fever so that the body heat will kill any of the opportunistics in your body, the bacteria or viruses, and help you flush. If you can do that, you can really keep your body healthy. And then, like I said, if you need something more, detox and cleanse and really get into what you're putting on your skin, what are you absorbing emotionally, what are you allowing into your body. Your body should be the sacred vessel. And if you're filling it with cookies and candy because you've had a really hard day at work and you just want to numb yourself out, don't be surprised if you're not feeling well. Really get in touch with those emotions and really focus on what you're doing to yourself physically and emotionally, because shifting that energy will make all of the difference. And are these herbs in capsules, oils, or others? So the cleansing kit, I really do recommend the capsules because they're powerful. When it comes to my herbal first aid kit, I have 4 essential oil roller bottles and 4 powders because I love using them that way. And did I talk about any others? When I said that capsules are powerful, because we use them and we don't have to taste them, which can be very healing in and of itself to taste the bitters. But for most people, as they're starting, if you're interested in cleansing, sometimes doing it with capsules can be easier than drinking all the bitter foods. And then just creating daily healthy habits, really just waking up with the intention of good for the day and your body feeling good, stepping into the shower, changing your energy. I love to cut up fresh fruits and vegetables to have to snack on all day for me and the kids. I make a green smoothie. I have salads ready and available and big soups so that I have food to eat if I'm hungry, and I'm not going to reach for, well, I don't have potato chips, but like things like that, because that will keep you healthier. If you can really fill up on all the good things, the bad things aren't going to affect you, and especially if you're in the right energy. Um, Zaina said, I love everything you said. Thank you so much. So, so helpful. I'm so excited to start my 3-day juice cleanse. Oh, I'm so, so glad. Yeah, if you guys do the 3-day juice cleanse, let me know how it goes. If you do have any questions about it, let me know. All that information is in my book if you guys want more on cleansing or anything like that. But this is a great way to start. It's just getting these free videos, really start doing healthy habits and changing your life, because and this will make such a big difference for you and your family if you can just incorporate these few things, even just dry brushing and um, getting rid of those toxins daily. Just knowing that you're doing that, it's life changing. So I hope this was helpful. Like I said, if you do have any questions, message me in the Facebook group or respond to one of the emails. If it's personal, just send me a DM. I'm not going to be opposed to that because I love helping people heal. So thank you for joining me live. If you're on the replay, just hit replay and let me know you watched it, or if you have any questions. But I wish you guys all the best in your healing journey. And like I said, the discount codes are available, but as just an extra special bonus, I'm giving you let's see, Shell 45 is the discount for 45% off of any of those products I talked about today. So I hope that's just an extra special way to help you guys get into healing. And if you haven't heard, I did Shell 45 because my 45th birthday is on Tuesday. And so I wanted to do a special thing just to celebrate with you guys. Aubrey said I'm on week 3 of the detox and have lost 10 pounds. Wow. Can't wait to get your notes and read these books. Oh, thank you so much, Aubrey. I am so impressed. Aubrey has messaged me about some things on her detox. And if there are questions in the detox book, that if you guys get that and do have things that you want to know more about, I'm happy to help. But I've been so impressed watching Aubrey do this detox. You guys, it feels so good. Today's my last day of a cleanse that I'm doing, and I have just felt amazing. And I hope that this helps you guys want to cleanse and heal your body. I'm getting ready to go to Spain next month with my husband, something we've been wanting to do for 20 years because he lived over there. And so just really cleansing and doing this for your body so that you can stay in the energy that you need is so, so helpful. So thanks for being here live. I wish you guys all the best. And in your journey, I hope that it's happy and healthy. And oh, Aubrey said, I used the activated charcoal for my daughter yesterday to help with a bellyache. I need to refill it. Can you send me a good option to use for refill? Yeah, I do have refill kits available on my website, but if you guys want to buy in bulk, I also have that option because everything's so expensive and hard to find. I don't recommend ordering from Amazon because there's so many fake things out there. So if you do have anything like that, just message me. I'm happy to give you guys discounts on any of those products and things like that. So Aubrey just reach out and I can help you refill that for sure. So I wish you guys all the very best. Have a happy weekend, and I'll see you again on Monday in the Facebook group if you're there. Bye, you guys.